Dr. Allinson,
Yep.
Minister for Enterprise, in the week that Captain Kirk goes to space.
I know, I boldly go into another department.
In terms of the department, was it the first choice offered to you?
What happened in the process of starting up the new administration was Alf Cannon approached me and said, did I want to be part of it? The answer was yes. He asked me my own choice, and I was quite happy to stay in education, but also said that if you wanted me to go into a new challenge, I'd pick the Department of Enterprise, and he has done. I'm obviously sad to leave education because I spent 18 months there working with some fantastic staff, with our teachers and staff in our school, and also with the parents and pupils that make the education service what it is. But I'm quite happy to take on a new challenge and go into the enterprise.
In terms of enterprise, it's a big year for enterprise coming up. You've got to deliver a TT next year. Just in terms of that, how confident are you that we're going to get to a stage where the island can not only deliver a TT which will match expectations, but also that we can deliver a safe TT where we can get tourists from all around the world back into the island again to do what we do best, which is put on a hell of a show.
Yeah, you're quite right. It is going to be a challenge, but I also think a huge opportunity. I think there's a pent-up demand there for events like the TT. What we need to do is work really closely with the people who run it to listen to their needs, particularly things like marshals who haven't managed to do any training for the last 2 years because of COVID. So we need to do a lot of work with those people to support them so we can actually have the event that we all love and actually put the Isle of Man back on the map as the road racing capital of the world.
And just in terms of also boosting tourism, that was something which is, I know, previous in the department, Mr. Callister was responsible for, and he's been pushing to how he wants to see things going.
Okay.
What is the strategy really there for tourism? What are we aiming at to get in for the next year or two?
Yeah, I mean, again, we've spent the last 18 months trying to keep people away from the Isle of Man, and now, as you say, we're opening the gates up again. We need to do that quite carefully, obviously, particularly with the risk of further surges of COVID over the winter. But I'm confident, particularly with the vaccination campaigns, that by the time of spring next year, we should be able to open the doors again. And what we've seen right across the UK is the idea of people going on staycations. We can tap into that market and actually boost the tourism industry here, but also boost the available events for people who live here as well. It can't be just about tourists coming over. The people on the Isle of Man have to benefit from all of this, whether it's being able to take part in the TT, or it's the ability to go and see some of the concerts and all the other activities that will be around that time.
And just off that, obviously in terms of for local people and for local businesses especially, the department have a lot of responsibility for that. Yeah. How are you going to help them through the winter?
Yeah, I mean, it's always been a challenge for the Isle of Man to allow businesses to function and build up reserves to get them through the winter. Obviously, they haven't really had a chance to do that the last 2 years. So part of my job is to listen to those representatives for the economy, the small, medium businesses, the pubs, the restaurants, listen to them, trying to help them out with anything that they need to boost revenue during this period, but also for people on the island to have the confidence to go out and spend locally, because that's the way we can all work together to keep our country going.
And just in terms of your new CoMin colleagues, some new faces, some old faces, like you said, the last CoMin was a bit of an endangered species. Yeah. How is your relationship already with the newer members that you can look to build forward? We
will get on. Full stop. We have to get on because we are here to drive change and support the development of the Isle of Man economy and our island. So any personal problems in the past go straight in the bin. Now is the time to step up to the challenge. Now is the time to hit the ground running and to do the right thing for our country.
Dr. Allinson, Minister for Enterprise. Thank you.
You're welcome.